Yo, what's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm joined by three top pro players: Blinky, the 2024 World Cup winner, Debray, the 2025 EMEA winner, and Finbar, a top World League player. And they're going to be duking it out today, guessing where extremely zoomed in images are. I created these 12 images to be a little bit too hard to guess on their own, and therefore each one will be accompanied by a clue. There are 12 rounds, so 12 points on offer, 60 seconds per round. Let's get into round number one, see the image, and hear the clue. The clue for this one is this. This ambulance is about 8,500 kilometers from home. So here is the image. I will give you slightly more than a minute, about a minute and 10 seconds. So go ahead, deafen up, and think where you... Okay, they're gone. We can get into a Blinky. The time started.
This looks like Russia, probably. It's not a checker, so that rules out Belarus. I just need to get a country, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about getting the country. That's how you get your point.
License plate or American ambulance with a South Mississippi area code. Assuming this is the area code, 601. I think overall the architecture looks more Russian, but maybe I'm trolling. Yeah, I think I'll just lock in Russia, I guess.
The time is up. Everyone has returned. We've heard Blinky's thought process. I don't know what Debray and Finbar were thinking on this one, but I'll go Blinky first, then Debray, then Finbar for the answers. Blinky, which country do you think this image was taken in for 1 point?
Russia.
Russia is Blinky's answer. Finbar, where are you thinking?
I was also in Russia.
And Debray.
I was also in Russia.
Okay, so we have three answers for Russia. Guys, feel free to play along at home. Pause right now if you are. But the answer is, indeed, Russia. You're all walking away round one with 1 point. By the way, I forgot to mention this. You guys are allowed to have Google Maps open. A lot of the clues are to do with distances, so you're not allowed to use the measure distance feature. Okay, guys, on to round number two. The clue for this round is this photo was taken less than 100 kilometers away from the capital city of the country that we're in. Here is the image. As soon as it's sent, I will start the timer. Debray, let's have a discussion.
So less than 100 kilometers? Well, this is terrible. Okay, there's just a bunch of pine trees. Not much else. I mean, first thought is like Swaziland, I guess, but it doesn't look like... It looks like Gen 4. So I literally have no idea.
It definitely could be near Canberra. All grass, kind of weird. I mean, otherwise, Auckland, does that make sense? Wait, no, Auckland, what am I saying? Wellington. I don't think so. Santiago, though, that's possible. Especially, like, the trees. I don't feel like I've ever seen this type of grass. It's so open.
My first thought was Chile, but if we go to the map here, it doesn't make much sense to be 100 kilometers based off of the clue. So I was kind of thinking Canberra was possible as the next thought, or else... I mean, surely it's not Wellington, though. 100 kilometers, I guess it could be this area, but I prefer Canberra slightly more.
So, the minute has elapsed. We've heard Debray's thought process. We're going to get Debray's official answer, then Finbar, and then Blinky. Debray, take us away.
My official answer is Australia.
Finbar?
My official answer is also Australia.
Okay. And Blinky?
Yeah, same. Also Australia.
Okay. Okay, on round number two, all the same conclusion, and you've all gotten a point. Well done. Okay, guys, moving on to round number three. So the clue for this one is this photo was taken on an island with less than 3,000 population. And we're getting Finbar in to the comms for this one. All right, here's the image. Your time starts now.
Okay, this is interesting. I mean, the snow coverage, you immediately think more north. And then we have, because the license plate doesn't look thin, which it has no EU strip, so, This is odd. Because I would have been maybe thinking like one of the, like, Nunavut Islands was possible, but the place is a little bit basey, but I really don't see what else is possible. Greenland? Oh, it could be Greenland. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to lock in Canada.
I would assume that this is definitely Greenland, because, well, I mean, I guess it could be Canada theoretically. It's just... I don't know, like, could this be like Victoria Island or something? Very North American. Like, I wouldn't assume that this plate is in Canada. It could be like some insane bait, but unless I'm missing something, this should just be Greenland.
Okay, that's strange, because I thought it was Greenland. Where else would it be? It's not McMurdo. 3,000. I don't know, this is a specific number, so it's surely more than 2k. Greenland does not have 3k, but like, is there an island like near Nuke or something?
Round number three, we have Finbar giving the answer first. What are you going to lock in, Finbar?
Thought it was Canada.
Okay. And then Debray?
Well, I thought it was Greenland.
Okay, so therefore, I guess Denmark is your answer. And Blinky?
Svalbard, Norway.
Norway. Oh, 3 different answers. We finally have 3 different answers. This is what it's all about. It wasn't meant to be easy, guys, and, well, of course, 2 people are wrong here, but 1 person is right. It is indeed Greenland. And we are on a pickup truck. The pickup truck on the left, or the big crane, is holding the camera. It's that coverage. Okay, guys, round number 4. We have the clue. The subdivision where this photo was taken has a capital city starting with C. That is your clue. Here is the image. Blinky, you're with me. Let's go.
Okay, well, we have a bollard.
Wait.
Ah,
Oh.
We do have a bollard. Okay, I mean, the phrasing of the clue is like so weirdly specific. Like, I don't know if it's like intentional, but a capital would probably, you know, insinuate multiple capitals and then starting with a C. So
No, sorry. I just meant in the sense that whatever subdivision we're in, the capital city of that subdivision.
oh, subdivision.
starts
Wait, I
with
misread.
that
My bad. Yeah, subdivision.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
well, that makes it so weird then. I mean, like, who knows subdivision capitals except for the states? Like, or I guess Alberta, Calgary. Because I feel like the US is the opposite, so that cannot be right actually. I mean, there's like nothing. Like, what are we? Tiny rocks?
Okay, I'm rather confused. Like, US would be coming to mind immediately with the bollard. What capital can I think of in the western US? I guess it could be like Cody, Casper, and Wyoming, but it doesn't really look like Wyoming bollard. Like, it just looks American, like the bollard, but am I forgetting something? Surely it's not Calgary though, right? I mean, I don't know, I feel like Cody, Casper, something makes a bit more sense.
Okay, well, we have a bollard and not much else. And it is a bollard that I don't recognize. Now, the first thing that comes to mind here is Brazil. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is, I would assume the capital city is of the subdivision, not like it doesn't have like a national capital. Maybe it's Mato Grosso. Maybe it's Cuiabá, I guess, because Cuiabá is the capital of Mato Grosso, and the soil and whatever this grass is would make sense. Whatever this bollard is would make sense. So
We're back to the start. It's Blinky to take us away with his answer for round number 4.
We'll say the US. Yeah.
USA. Okay. And then Debray.
I answered Brazil.
Okay. And finally, Finbar.
I was also in the USA and I thought maybe the subdivision was Wyoming, but I don't think that matters.
Okay. So on this next round, we have Debray taking another point. It was indeed Brazil in Mato Grosso do Sul.
Oh,
God, okay, that's great.
Bro.
nice. It was very right. So
Yeah,
I don't know. It's such so weird.
Round number 5, admittedly, has a similar theme in terms of the image style to the previous one. The clue for this one is this country's GDP is roughly 2 times that of Malaysia. We're talking gross GDP here. Debray, you're with me? Let's go.
Okay, random lamp, it looks like, or pole, not sure, with a black sticker. Very cool. I have nothing, because I don't know the GDP of Malaysia. So it has to be like a reasonably large country, I guess. Is what I would think. But the problem is I just don't recognize like what this lamp post thing would be. The only thing that I can like think of, like Italy, but I feel like Italy's like GDP would be higher than that. Maybe Turkey, I guess, potentially possible.
Okay, I mean that's just Poland, right? Oh wait, no, is it the UK? It's like a lamppost. I can't tell. Like, depends on the thickness of this. And since it's zoomed in, it might not be like quite as thick as it looks. The digits are huge. Like, it would be a huge sticker for Poland. It might just be a UK sticker.
Okay, well, we have a black sticker, which is a bit odd, because I don't think Malaysia has double the GDP of Malaysia. I kind of thought it was Korean, but I feel like Korea has over double the GDP? Actually, maybe it's close. Yeah, is it Canada? Wait. Maybe it's not Korean, it's Canada. Wait, am I trolling? The flowers look kind of temperate. But this pole? Bro, I feel like I'm trolling.
Okay, everyone is back. And of course, Debray, who was our guy on this round, he's going to give us the first answer. What did you lock in, Debray?
I locked in Turkey.
Okay. Next up would be Finbar.
Okay, I might have trolled, but I'm locking in Korea.
Korea. And finally, Blinky.
Poland.
Okay, 3 different answers again. Actually, it's almost 3 continents. You know, 2 continents, but one straddles even both. And the answer is, once again, one of you got it right. It is actually Poland this time.
Okay, nice. I almost switched because I immediately said in 1 second I was like, "That's just Poland, no?" And then I would convince myself it might be the UK, like a lamp sticker.
Very nicely done there, Blinky. I think the background vegetation was pretty gettable. That leads us back to a Finbar and to the 6th image. The clue for this one is that this location is closer to Tehran than it is to Rome. Talk to me, Finbar.
Okay, well, I'm assuming Tehran is the capital of Iran that we're using. It's not some diabolical Tehran. We have a odd-looking follow car with, well, it looks like a European license plate. It's weirdly shaped in a way that's making me think this is Lebanon. The landscape makes sense, and yeah, it's not a yellow plate, so not Israel, and then I guess Turkey is what I'm scared of, but I'll lock in Lebanon.
I guess a second license plate because you can see kind of a blue peeking out on the second Toyota as well. Closer to Tehran, I mean, I am allowed to use Google Maps, so I am going to just open up and measure distance real quick. I don't know if that's... Actually, I don't know if measuring distance is allowed. That feels like maybe a little bit excessive. Closer to Tehran than it is to Rome. I guess, like, I have to go Turkey then? Maybe it's Israel, but I mean, the plates, I just wouldn't assume so.
There's some very obvious bay. Closer to Tehran than Rome, so Italy is clearly not possible. It could be Turkey. Clearly look like Southern Europe cars. Could be a Lebanon checker. Maybe it's just Israel though.
Okay, we are back after a short delay. And we have Finbar to give us the first answer. What country did you lock in, Finbar?
I locked in Lebanon.
Okay, next up is Blinky.
Israel.
And finally, Debray.
I locked in Turkey.
Okay, 3 different answers. I love it, man. We keep on getting 3 different answers with 1 correct answer. That's what we love to hear. And this time, goodness, guys, the last 3 rounds have been exciting because this time it's Finbar taking the point.
I thought it wasn't checker though. It's like, I thought we were so high up. I don't
I
know.
mean, I feel like we're gated off from the
didn't think
roads. So the tracker kind of makes sense.
All right, the next one here, we have a bit more of a fun clue. Debray loves fun. This one goes like this. Canal Plus's branch in this country has a Google rating of 3.1 stars after 53 reviews. Mugisha Kenny wrote, "Your services are slow and we can't even buy a subscription." That is the Google review, which I picked out for this image. Here is your photo, guys, and I'm taking along with me Blinky.
Okay, I mean, this is just Kenya. Or is it Rwanda? Wait, no, 23 Copper. I think we can see Copper. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just thought it's Kenya for sure. Especially, like, even the name sounds Kenyan to me. Otherwise, would it be South Africa? First life was Kenya for sure.
Have you ever heard of the company Canal Plus?
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a French company. I've heard of it. Like, it's very famous for being like...
Because I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like the 4th channel on the public. Like, when there used to be only 6 channels, it was one of them. It was the, the cable one that nobody had access to.
Okay.
Except it was this big. Well, it could actually be South Africa, but I think I get it with Kenya.
Okay, well, I have absolutely no idea what this clue would even mean, but it looks really, really, really Rwandan to me. So I think I'm just going to like go Rwanda because I just don't see how it would not be. The bricks look Rwandan, the roofs looks Rwandan. Mugisha Kenny could be somebody from Rwanda. I wouldn't discount that. I mean, yeah, and Canal Plus, I mean, Canal is not an English word, but Rwanda is not necessarily an English-speaking country. It's, I'm just gonna go Rwanda. I'm not gonna overthink this.
Okay, immediately this, what's it called? Like, architecture looks South African. We have Mugisha Kenny. Like, Mugisha kind of South African, I guess, but it's hard to be certain. I think the architecture fits. We've had 23 copyrights, so not Namibia, which is useful. As far as I'm aware, that's how that works. Canal. Have I seen that before? It'd be kind of a weird architecture for Indo, but like Loki, this roof in the back, Loki looks kind of Indonesian, not Indian. I think so, and like Mugisha. It sounds more African than Indonesian.
Okay, everyone's here. Blinky, your first cab off the ranks. What is your answer?
Kenya.
Kenya is Blinky's answer. Then we go to Debray.
Well, I went to Rwanda, personally.
Okay, and then finally, it is Finbar.
I went to South Africa.
Ooh, 3 again! I love this, man. It's actually going so perfectly so far. And, of course, we have 1 correct answer. How could we not? I was asking Blinky, because I actually had no idea what Canal Plus is, and it is apparently something they have in France. Now, out of these 3 countries, I think you would see French in Rwanda the most, no? It is actually Rwanda. Debray is correct. All right, round number 8, guys. The next clue. This is the largest mall in this country, and I've also eaten lunch here. Here is the picture of the mall. And I'm taking Debray.
Okay, largest mole in the country. I don't recognize these buildings at all. I feel like somebody might recognize these. It looks distinctly European to me, but actually now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it actually looks like it could be North America too. It could be the largest mall in Canada. It's possible. I'm not really sure that it's Canada. I don't
10 seconds.
really prefer it over Europe, but again, I don't really have a good guess in Europe, so I'm just gonna have to go Canada, I guess.
That's interesting. I have no clue. I mean, it's definitely Europe. Good old zigzag eating dinner. I mean, I would have thought just Germany, but I don't know. Why Netherlands?
Interesting. We have Alto, but has Oscar been to Latin America? I mean, this does not look like Latin America, but I guess it looks like Slovakia? Like, somewhere here, no? But maybe that's too downtown. Where would new development be? Oh no, has he? I think he's been to Slovakia, right? Maybe it's here somewhere, like this stuff? I do think I have to lock in Slovakia.
Okay, everyone's there. Debray, take us away with your answer.
Canada.
And then we would have Finbar.
I might have trolled based off of that. I was in Slovakia.
Okay. And finally, we have Blinky.
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay. So, we have continued our streak of one correct answer. This one's an impressive get. I think obviously all three answers are very different. But the correct answer here is Slovakia.
Nice.
How confident were you, Finbar, on that one?
I don't know. I just kind of thought of Slovakia and then nothing else.
I thought about every West and Central European country except
Yeah,
Slovakia. I was like, this is not Budapest, it's not Vienna, I don't know.
Okay, the next one is clue number 9, of course. This city gets 1,900 millimeters of rain per year. For context, Rome gets 750 and Manila gets 2,200. So fortunately, no Americans here. Everyone understands what I'm typing. And I will go ahead and give you the image. That means that, Finbar, you're joining me. Talk me through it, bro.
I wish I could. Okay, so we've got palm trees. I'm trying to... That's not Shikam, right? I could see India. And I mean, depends on where in India for 1900. There's definitely a wide range of rainfall within India, of course, but it's definitely possible. They kind of look like Assam palms, but different. The quality looks good, though. I don't know, you've given us Manila and Rome. I'm trying to think if there's, any psychology to that, or are we just picking random numbers, or are we in between it? Yeah, for some reason, I think some fancy building in India makes some sense, but, I mean, Loki, the architecture is diabolical, but I could see India somehow.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of rainfall. We have a building, and we have some tropical plants. I guess I'm not sure, super happy with the amount of information that we have. I'm leaning towards Southeast Asia. I don't know why. It just seems like it's possible. I can't really make anything out on the sort of ornamentation on the building. I could see it being Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. I could see Indonesia less so maybe. I think Vietnam is definitely possible. I'm not sure whether to go there or Thailand. Yeah, I don't know.
It's such a random old building with a planted palm. Are you trolling? It could be Florida. Is it Gen 3 or Gen 4? I can't even tell. It's so small. We are trolling. I gotta go US. I don't know. Be any old building in Florida.
Okay, everyone's there. Finbar, you're the first answer. Tell us what you thought.
Okay, I think I just realized what it is, but I will go with my original, right?
I'll let you say that as well as an addendum once these guys are given their answers as well after.
I will say India.
Okay.
Wow.
Then we have Blinky.
I'll say the US.
Okay. And finally, we have Debray.
Oh, I have no idea. I took a complete shot in the dark and said Vietnam.
Okay. Some varied answers here. Finbar, what was your second thought?
I'm going to sound incredibly stupid because it might not be Shikam, but it's not South to me, is it?
Why are you so sure it's shit camera? It's not shit camera. South is crazy.
This one, I was going to be super impressed if anyone got it. It was meant to be one of the hardest ones, of course. And therefore, no one is correct. Finally, the first round where no one gets it correct. I was sure that would happen earlier. But the correct answer here is Panama. As I said, it wasn't meant to be easy. Let's move on to the next round here. This photo is less than 600 meters from another country. So there's your clue, and here is the image I will be taking with me, Blinky.
Yeah, my first thought was Senegal right next to Gambia, or maybe the Eastern Road, which was it Mali over there? anything, the fence could look Kenyan, but like we've already had Rwanda, should we not? I mean, I don't know. I really like Senegal. Like that just makes sense to me. I don't think it's Brazil.
Okay, immediately Senegal. I mean, like, I don't know. Surely, immediately this just came to mind somewhere on the Gambia. Oh, actually, is it this road? Does that get 600 meters from the border? I'm not gonna turn on coverage lines, but I think maybe even up here. I don't know how close it gets, but I think Senegal just makes the most sense. But it's almost too obvious, no? Like, there's like so many countries that could border. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think Senegal just makes the most sense.
Okay, so less than 600 meters from another country, we have 2022 copyright, and this looks very distinctly like South Senegal sort of vegetation to me. Like the colors look very Senegal. I mean, I feel very confident about this actually. Everything looks right. If it's not Senegal, then I'm just perfectly content with my guess regardless.
Everyone's here. Wow. Prompt. I feel like, therefore, people may be more sure on their answers. Let's see about that, though. The first answer is, of course, Blinky.
Senegal.
And then we would have Debray.
Yeah, it's just Senegal.
Okay, and finally, Finbar.
I was also in Senegal.
Okay, 3 for 3. You're all correct. That is 3 extra points on the board to make up for the previous, more difficult round. Okay, moving past it. Round number 11 here, the scores would indicate that anyone can still win, as far as I have it. So that is exciting. No Googling, because I'm about to tell you where it's taken. You're allowed to look on Street View, you're allowed to look on maps. This photo is from Kalakpa Forest Reserve. That is where this was taken, and here is your image.
So right off the bat, I have absolutely no clue. The first thought I'm having is Sri Lanka. I don't know how to interpret the language. It seems more Asian to me than African. Like the only language in Africa that I'm aware of that would have like KP, those consonants next to each other would be Igbo, but like this is not Nigeria, I don't think. So like I'm definitely overthinking the whatever that name is. Sri Lanka seems reasonable to me. So soil color is not really correct. That's the problem. That's the one problem that I have.
I should look more at the image. I just thought it was Indo. Lakpa. Like, what are we talking about? This little palm is strange. That was Austronesian at the very least. Sorry. I've never heard of a Kalakpa though. What the hell is that about?
Za? Eswabot? No. Uganda? Kibale? No. Kalakpa. Kalakpa. Kenya possible? Am I like trolling the region guess maybe? I want to switch? Like, it's not like Malaysia, is it? I just don't know it.
Okay, everyone's here. Debray, you're first to answer.
I think it's Sri Lanka.
Finbar.
I don't like my guess. I like Deborah's guess, but I lock in Kenya.
Okay. And finally, Blinky.
Yeah, my guess was Indo. I like Deborah's guess as well.
Okay, everyone's a fan of Debray's guess. Debray was not sure himself. And unfortunately, I have stumped all of you this time. It was actually Ghana.
Oh.
Wow.
Continent streak.
Wait, I've never heard of Kalakpa. I thought about Uganda, but that's great.
Yeah,
I scanned all of Uganda. And then
Yeah.
That is indeed a hard round. It actually happens to be as well the same reserve or the same isolated pocket of coverage that caused Blinky and MK to go to the wrong continent in the World Cup Grand Final on an NPZ. Round number 12 here, extremely simple clue. This area is not normally associated with Generation 2 coverage. Here is the image. Finbar, let's chat.
Let us chat indeed. I don't know what I'm looking at. First thought was South Africa, but I mean that's Gen 2. I mean area, I guess it could be a weird part of South Africa, but like I feel like most of South Africa. It says area, not country, so ZA is possible. Australia is possible. Like where is Gen 2 rare in Australia? I feel like everything has Gen 2 except NT, which has literally 0. So unless it's Trekker, I guess. Not Hawaii, not like Midway or something. What am I forgetting about? I feel like I'm forgetting something. The red flyware looks European, but everywhere. I mean, I don't think Europe makes sense. I think South Africa is just coming, like, it's calling, but maybe it's like Kruger Gen 2, and that's why, but is it really Kruger? I don't know.
10 more seconds. 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds. Yeah, I think South Africa just feels the best, but yeah, I don't know, I have to lock in South Africa.
It doesn't look to me like anything. The first thing that I thought of was the sort of dirt road coverage around Bucharest, Romania. I feel like it could be correct. Like the grass looks like it could be like somewhere in the fall. You know, we just have some dirt. It's not a country that you would typically associate with Gen 2. And quite frankly, again, like I'm not going to have a better idea. It looks like he might have like a little bit of red. I have no idea what plant that would be, but it looks like potentially fall colors. I mean, I don't know. I'm like really happy with my Bucharest guess. I don't feel like I'm going to change it.
Not normally associated. What does that mean? Is it still a place that has Gen 2 sometimes, or is that fully Pano ID? I don't know how not associated with me. What does that mean? Maybe it's Romania Gen 2. It's still a place that has Gen 2, even if it's not associated with it. Or like Spain and Italy or like Greece or anything like that would be associated with Gen 2. So I suppose Romania is possible. It's definitely not Poland. It's definitely, I mean, like the US is an area that's not associated with Gen 2. And I don't think we've had the US so far.
Okay, Finbar, you are coming through with the first answer.
Yeah, I am locking in South Africa.
Okay, then we have Blinky.
Romania.
And finally, Debray.
I also went Romania.
Okay, and this final round, well, I wasn't going to make the final round easy, so you're all wrong. This was actually Peru.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
Arequipa? Where is it? Where's Gen 2 even?
I will show you guys the lock as a treat for the final one here.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Before I saw the image, the first thing that I thought of was like Colombia or Peru because they're like not associated with Gen 2 at all. Like it's not even like Romania. Like you just never get the Gen 2, but it does exist. But then like I saw the image and I'm like, okay, this is Bucharest. Like, bro.
Pretty crazy stuff. I stumbled across this when I was looking for some Gen 2 stuff. So this is a pretty cool road, I would say. But let me do the tally here. Okay, and guys, we have the final scores by my trusty notebook here. We have in third place, Blinky with 4 points out of 12. In second place, we have Finbar with 5 points out of 12. And our champion is Debray, 6 out of 12 points. Congratulations, Debray.
Wow. Let's go, dude.
Well, obviously, Debray the champion. Congratulations. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought, any suggestions for the next episode of this, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time, and goodbye.